All praises to Yahweh. All praises to Yahweh Shai. All praises for the Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that have been and continue to teach the true gospel. Salute to the Akim, spreading the true gospel on the streets and lanes of the city, on the highways and hedges, and on the World Wide Web. Much love to Yahweh Akwath, who learned science with all subjection and are in righteous order under the men of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Raza from the Church of Philadelphia camp. And hey, Lord just put on my spirit to go into, choose you, who basically choose you who you gonna serve. Are you gonna serve Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, or are you gonna serve the spiritual demon Satan, his physical counterpart Esau Edom? And hey, you gotta make a choice. Because guess what? Esau Edom is gonna force you to make a choice. And in reality, Yahweh is basically making that choice for you. You know, because there's no such thing as free will. You know, but at the end of the day, hey, I pray to Yahweh Bashim Shai that hey, I stay 10 toes down on this truth. You know, that that I endure to the end to be saved. That I'm not only called but chosen. Because at the end of the day, it's through spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Shai for each of us. No man, it says, no man, chooses Yahweh Bashim Shai. You are chosen. You are predestinated. So, hey, we got to think like that throughout everything that we go through on this wicked, in this wicked kingdom. Ungodly place. Everything that we go through, our paths and our steps have already been chosen for us. Now, do we bug out because all these things are going against us? Because we're men of the Lord? And not things going against us because we're wicked. Again, we keep the law, such commandments to the best of our ability. And though we fall, we get back up in righteousness. We're not perfect, but we sure want to be. We sure have a spirit. We sure have that spirit of wanting to be perfect. Though this flesh and this fleshly body is wicked as hell too. But we yearn for that day that we are perfect. We cry and sigh for that day where we are in the second covenant. So that we can praise, magnify, glorify the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. The true men of the Lord can't wait for that day. To be at peace. To be at peace with themselves. To be at peace with the brotherhood, with family members. To be at total peace on the earth. But you see, hey, you see all these news articles and interviews talking about peace, 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 and you got nothing but war. But what happens when the true men of the Lord and the true Israelites go back into the land? There is going to be forever peace. But enough of me talking. Let's get in this precept. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, hey, and for some, people that's deaf, dumb, and blind, it seems evil because they've progressed. They're progressive, right? So all this wickedness should be okay. So that's the they are the ones that call good evil and evil good. Hmm. And that's why people bug out and fall out because yeah, you got people that's been in this truth and saying, "Oh, we shouldn't hate Esau, Edom. They're all right. They on that. You want to save a whole vibe, and you can't even save yourself. You trying to save your damn enemy in Psalms 83, right? You can't even save yourself, and you out here throwing your body in front of a missile, dummy. You know." It says, "And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose ye this day whom ye will serve." Yeah. So, hey, again, we're going to see who was right and who was wrong very soon. And I hope I hope sooner rather than later. I hope tomorrow. Right? Since it's probably not going to happen today. Right? Because the prophets, the Lord willing I be a prophet, Lord willing I be that number, are tired. You know? And I can imagine how tired the apostles are. You know, men that have been in this thing 40 years, 30 years, 20 years. Can imagine how tired they are of talking to you stiff necked people. Hey, and we're not tired of preaching Yahweh Bashim Shah. We're not tired of uh, uh, studying to show ourselves approved. We're not tired of, congregating with the brotherhood, right? To learn through these scriptures. We're tired of being in a wicked kingdom where we're vexed every single second with wickedness, where we can't serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as Israelites. We're tired of having to work on the Sabbath, right? We're sick and tired of being at the bottom when our place is at the top in righteousness as the chosen people, right? It says, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood or the gods of the Amorites. And we know other nations' gods are no gods. And there's only one true living power, and that's Yahweh. So no matter what land we dwelled in, no matter what punishment we were under, depending on any kingdom, at least back then we knew who we were, and everybody else knew who we were. We weren't cut off from our language. We weren't cut off from our nationality. We weren't cut off from truly being able to repent as a nation, right, and get back right with Yahweh Bashim Shai. Even though we constantly went off, and the Lord would constantly send other nations to be his judgment stick, and it was righteous judgment because we went off serving other gods and idols. It says, "In whose land ye dwell, but as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yeah. And that's what we need to be saying now. In all truth and sincerity. Even though, our women are wicked, our kids are wicked because of this world has got them in a trick bag. And it's sad to see. Sad to see our women just totally going against this truth and seeking after their own desires and serving Baal, right? Or just the spiritual demon Satan and his physical counterpart Esau Edom. Just going after that because that's their power. That's who they serve. That's who they go after, right? It's a damn shame. This is Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And we got to realize, you know, that these people can't even see how evil these days are. They have no understanding. You got wars, rumors of wars, tornadoes, earthquakes, all types of wildfires, all over the world. And our people worried about, what's going on, like I said, with the sports or entertainment, right? Or any other type of nonsense they can get their hands on. Diddy trial, right? And we in the last days of the last days, and they don't want to get right because they want to continue to fulfill their lust and not listen to men of the Lord. And we truly love our people and want our people to get right, but we know that they're not. So we say, hey, whether they will forbear, hey, the blood is off our hands. But we know this for a fact. This book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 16. As for me, I will call upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and Yahweh shall save me. That's what we know. We ain't calling on nobody else to help us or save us. Because they're not going to do it because they so scared of Esau, they don't want to even be near us. They don't want our names mentioned with them. So you can't even ask for help from anybody else. And the Lord got it that way. Where the only person you count on is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And a few brothers that'll help you out. Right? But ultimately it's through the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that's all we got. That's all we got. As for me, I will call upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and Yahweh shall save me. And that's where we put our trust and hope and fear in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Hey, Lord willing, video was edifying to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.